So welcome back students in this video of MERN technology. So in the previous module we have covered all the core concepts of JavaScript. In this video we will cover the basic concepts of React.js. Now first of all let's discuss what is React.js and why we are using the React.js in this course. So basically it's a JavaScript front-end library which helps you in designing single page user interfaces. Now let's start the installation process as it's a library of JavaScript which is installed using the help of Node. So there is a proper installation process of this React.js. So for installing the React.js, first of all we have to install the Node, then only we can install the React.js. For that, let's go to the official website of Node.js and we have to download this LTS version. So let me download this, and once the download is complete, we have to open this. So let's open this. So this is the screen we'll have. You have to press next, accept the terms and policies. So now this will install Node.js in your system. So this is the process to install the Node.js. Once the Node.js installation complete, you will get a Node.js window. Okay, so now my Node.js installation is complete. So let's finish this and open the PowerShell. So just to confirm, let's check the version of Node installed in my system. So I'll write node-v. So the latest version I have is version 16.15.0. You can also confirm it from here, 16.15.0. Now after installing the node, let's create a folder in which we'll create a React app. So for that, now let's go to the D drive and create a folder. So let's mkdir, which is a command for make directory, and let me create make directory sample React. So sample React is the name of our folder now. So directory is created over here. Now in this directory I have to install my React app. For installing or for creating a React project, we have to use a command which is known as create React app. So we'll install the create React app from npm. What is npm? npm is node package manager. If we want to install or uninstall a module, we have to use npm over here. So we'll write down npm install create React app. So okay, it's giving me an error. I have to just shift that to sample React, and then I have to install the create React app. So in that sample React folder, I have installed the create React app. Now using this create React app, so I'll write down npx. Npx is what? It's node package executor. So npm is used to install or uninstall a module. Which module we have installed? We have installed the create React app module. Now to execute that module, to execute that create React app module, we have to use the npx, which is node package executor. So we'll write down npx create React app, and next the name of that app. So we'll write down test React. So this is the project we have created. Now the create React app is automatically creating the folders and all the required modules of Node inside the React project. So create React app will take less than 5 minutes to create a fresh React project. So now you can see the installation process is completed. So now we have two suggestions, the cd test react and npm start. So cd test react will bring the control under the test react project, and npm start command will start the React app. So let's see the output of npm start. So now you can see the port is started on localhost 3000. So localhost is basically the local server, and 3000 is the default port for the React app. So now you can see we have a React app running on our system on the port 3000. So now we can say we have successfully installed the React app. If you are getting some kind of error, then please do repeat the same process and you will get the desired output. Now let's open that particular folder manually in the VS Code and check what files are created and which setup is created using the create React app. So for that, let me open the Visual Studio Code and let me open the folder, and the name of the folder is sample project. So This is our sample React, and now, so this is the folder we have created. Now using the command, we have created this test React project. Now let us discuss the file structure in this test React. So we have two folders. One is public and the other is SRC folder. So all the JavaScript and the CSS code will remain in the SRC folder, which is source folder basically. So all the files under the source folder will be of React. In the public folder, we have the HTML file, which is the main file of the project. So as we know, on the browser, we can only execute a HTML file. For that, we have this index.html, and in this index.html, in the body of this index.html, we only have one line, which is div, and ID of that particular div is root. Now, according to the React, we have connected this div with this index.js in this particular line. So we have connected this index.html file and this ID equals to root in the index.js file of source code, which is this particular code. So this is the React code, we can say. The app we are seeing, the output we are seeing on the project, this all is designed in between this index.js. Now let me show you something. Let's start some basic commands of the React app. But before that, let's clear this file. Now to create a React project, we only have to import two things, which is React from React and React DOM from React DOM. So these two components are very important. Now this React is responsible for all the coding, and this React DOM is responsible of connecting that particular HTML file to the React file. So now let me show you an example. So let's put React DOM dot render. So this render method will automatically connect the HTML and the React file. So now let's put a h1 tag. So h1, let's write hello world. Now this render method will only accept two variables, two parameters, we can say. The first parameter must be the React app or a React element or a React component. Anything which is related to the React will be the first argument of that particular React DOM.render method. The second argument is the target file, for which, so in this particular case, we have the target a div which is connected by the ID root. So we'll write down document.getElement by ID. So we all know the meaning of document.getElement by ID, which is used to connect to a element on the document. So we'll write down this. Now let's check the output of this particular code. Let's save this, and you can see this is the output of that particular code. Now let me just show you something else. So let's create a h1 tag. Also let's create a div and put some multiple tags in there. We have h1 tag. Let's have a paragraph tag in which we put some paragraph. Also let's have a button tag. So we have rendered some methods, some elements onto the root file using that particular div. So div is the container which contains three tags, one h1 tag, one paragraph tag, and one button tag. And then we have rendered this container to the document.getElement by ID. So here you can see the output, the h1 tag, the paragraph tag, and then we have the button. So this is how in React you can code. So in React, when we're doing the coding part or the designing part, the tags which we use, these are the basically JSX tags. So JSX tag stands for JavaScript XML. XML stands for Extensible Markup Language. So in React we don't use HTML, but we use XML, which is the upgraded version of HTML. This div tag, this h1 tag, this paragraph, this button may looks like HTML, but this is not HTML. This is JSX. So in this video we have discussed what is React, how to install React, and how to create a sample project, and how to modify some basic thing into the React app. So in the next video we'll discuss about React components. Thank you for watching this video.